Welcome back to another video. Um, I thought my next video would be about something else, but I feel like this is something interesting that's happened, and people like to make YouTube videos about interesting things that's happened in their life. So I will do that. I keep doing the I keep doing the gesture. I'm so sick of it, but um yeah. So as you can see by the title of this video, I actually haven't made the video yet. I should do that. Wait, I'm doing that right now. Wait. Oh, says I need to select the file first. What the fuck? I just need to I just need to make. I just need to name my video first. But you know what? Whatever. Blah. So yeah, I submitted. This feels so weird without having a thing to go off of. Not really, but I feel like I would want to have the title of my video, and then I would refer to the title of my video. But I guess not. So I have been sent to the school counselor over a writing submission that I did for a writing contest. A writing submission for a writing contest. Yeah, that happened, I guess. This piece that I had submitted, it was related to my last video was about motivation and my own experience with not being very proactive and not having energy, I guess. So um this um this piece is called slump because yeah, I was pretty much in a slump and I couldn't think of anything. I still kind of am, but I guess it's not as bad as it was before. But yeah, so I wrote about it, right? And then I saw that there was this writing contest near my school, that was my school was eligible for it because this writing contest was made by a city council, a residential kind of thing, and my school was in that area in which that city had covered. So and the prize was $500, and I'm because I love money, right? It's kind of I need the cash because for you know stuff. Uh yeah, I do have a lot of needs because I feel like a lot of people they waste their money on shit, or they should waste their money, right? It's their money. Go have fun with it. But I feel like I've been saving up for a lot, and I'm very hesitant to buy very expensive things, like um, the devil's lettuce. Everyone loves the devil's lettuce, but I just don't have the money for that shit because I need to start paying rent soon. Not really paying rent, but I have to start paying my mom for my living soon because we're moving into a house and it's going to be hard for her if she does all the paying by herself. I only pay 10%, so I'll pay $50 per week. But I'm not against it because if that's like if that's required for a comfortable life, then sure, why not, right? And I'm happy to give back to my mom financially because she's been there for me. She has provided me financially for my entire life, so I'm happy to give back to her. But anyways, that's not really the point. So I do need that 500. Also, I want it for um, for maybe if I do want to study overseas, so maybe that could go towards that. Or if I do have to pay for my gender affirming surgery, top or bottom surgery, then that $500 could also be of worth. So yeah, I was very motivated to join, and um the categories were poem and a prose. Yeah, poem and prose. I did the prose because I'm not good at poems. It's it's too much brain power, you know. I don't really do poems that much. Um, so I applied for the prose category, and I could have like written something new, right? That's oh my god. Okay. I feel like that would have been what the contest would have wanted, right? The contest would have wanted me to like write a new piece. But like by the time I had found that it was actually a thing, I didn't have much time. I didn't have enough time write something that to write something fresh except like for that contest. I didn't have time because I'd only found it about like recently, and I just found out that the due date was in one day, like tomorrow even, right? So I already do have like a lot of things that like I've written, and like they are pretty good. And my most recent one, Slump, was pretty detailed. Um, and it goes into I I think I've said this, so I'm not gonna say it again. Um, yeah, and then I submitted that, and then I waited for a while, and I was like, oh, I wonder when they're gonna get back to me, cause like they were taking very long, right? It's been like I submitted that in like March, I think, and now it's almost August. Um, it's almost August now, and then just like 2 days ago, like on Thursday or Friday, on Thursday, um, I had the school counselor come up to me like mid class, and she was like, "Gonorrhea, can I need to talk to you for a bit?" And I'm like, because like I never got in trouble for anything, right? Like, but in that moment, I was like catfishing this random guy on a website, and I'm like, "Oh no, is the school actively supervising my history?" And then so I went with her, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, so like, what's up? What's up? Like, why did you like pull me out of class?" And then she's like, "Oh yeah, you're not in trouble. You're not in trouble or anything. This is about the writing contest." And I'm like, oh, okay, word. Like, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, what about that?" And she's like, "Oh, the city of Badoogadoogadoogadoo got got back to me." And I'm like, "Oh, okay," because like I'm thinking like this is like when the results were gonna come out, right? Like when they announced the winner of the prize money. And I'm like, oh, and there's like, so like I was kind of like all over the place. I was stuttering. I mean, and I usually stutter anyways, but like this time I was like kind of tweaking because like that day I was like so fucking tired. I was just like sleeping in psychology class as they watched like a documentary and shit. And I'm like, oh, really? And then she's like, yeah, and they saw your entry. I saw your entry. It was very good. It was very I don't know what she said, but she used a positive adjective to describe my writing. And she's just like, "Oh, but the city of we're just a little bit concerned about your submission, and they wanted to ask me to ask you. They asked me to ask you if you were doing all right, and if everything's okay at home. Blah blah blah, standard shit, right?" And I'm like, "Oh." The city, the city council saw my writing submission and got so shocked to the point where they sent an email to the school counselor asking if I was okay. Like, isn't that fucking crazy? Isn't that wild? Like, that's crazy, right? like, I'm in like, I'm still kind of in like disbelief, and and like, I just don't like. That's how you know the writing is fire. But like, I'm kind of scared that it's so fire that they might disqualify it for being too heavy on like sensitive subjects. Cause like apparently I've seen like a lot of things get censored nowadays, so I'm like, oh, so I'm kind of worried about that. But like, if, but like, my writing must be like, damn, like I'm just in shock. Like, That's how you know it's fire, you know. Writing so fire, I got writing so fire. City council sent an email to my school asking if I was okay. How does that even happen? This is I have so many unique life experiences. Like so many, but like all of them just get like muddled up because I've just had so many like experiences and then I can't tell them apart and then I start forgetting everything because like events that are normal to me are like shocking to someone else. It's kind of weird, but like yeah. Um and what else? So uh and like I before this, right, I had showed my friend. I had asked him to proofread it, and it's like, oh, what do you should I make some improvements on this? Wait, no, I should get into the backstory of it. So I guess, um, I don't think I finished explaining, but like, yeah. So I didn't make that for the right for like the contest originally, but I was for like, oh, like I think this is like maybe something different, right? This is something different. This is this is something different. Um, and uh, you know, very like heartfelt, and like the writing people. The more, the more genuine, like the more emotional it is, I guess. Then like, or the more passionate it is, the more passionate, the more they like it. So I was like, oh yeah, this is pretty passionate. Submit it. I'll submit it. And then I did that. But before I did that, I asked my friend to proofread. It's like, yo, can you? Cause like, he's a literature guy, right? He's kind of bad at it. He's in literature class. He's bad at it, but like still, whatever. Need that credibility. Need that hashtag credibility. And I'm like, oh yeah, like what do you think? Should I improve anything? And he was like kind of speechless. I think. Um, he was like, yeah, he was like, this is clearly. I don't even know what to say about this. If, and I'm like, are you sure? Because like, because like you can tell me if there's something that needs improving. Like I won't take it personally. And he's like, no, I would tell you. I would tell you. I I would tell you if there was something wrong with it, but I genuinely think this is really good. I'm like, oh, okay. And he's like, this is clearly, this is clearly a call for help. And I'm like, hmm? Oh, really? It is about my own fucking writing piece. I was like, oh, really? Like to me, I guess like it wasn't really like that serious. To me, it wasn't really that serious. It's just something I wrote. It's just something I wrote, right? I don't necessarily have any like emotional feelings attached to that certain piece. I just like it because it's good, right? And I guess that spread that to the city council, to the freaking city council. And like the thing is, right? Writing contests, it's all about like um or just writing in general, art making and writing. Like everything has to be like wow or amazing or have has never been done before, right? Everything has to be like a spectacle. And it's kind of I've talked about this. It's a competition. Sometimes it feels like a competition on who can be the most unique, who can be the most like innovative, right? But like in reality, like outside of art, then nothing is really like that. You know, like my thoughts are so much more concise than in like how I'm actually speaking. But like, um, should I have scripted this? Wait, hold on. Let me do that right now. Let me like write my thoughts out so that like more organized. Wait. Okay, so I have written this thing. I'm not going to. Oh, it's kind of loose. Wait, let me screw that back on. So yeah, I've written this thing to help organize my thoughts, I guess. Um, I don't think I'm gonna read it word for word, bar for bar. But I think just like art in general, and like especially in the context of like a competition or a contest, like I think a lot of people tend to focus on how like artfully done something is, obviously, because like it's an art contest. Why the fuck wouldn't you do that, right? And they put a lot of effort in their techniques and like their sense of beauty to create some like a perfect masterpiece that will like surely wow the judges and give them the prize, right? But I think like by submitting something like the thing that I had submitted, Slump, right? By submitting something like Slump, I kind of like it was not just because like I mean that was like a really big factor of it, but like not just because I didn't have anything else lying around and the due date was like 1 day away, but also like it was perfect, right? It was perfect because it also kind of like challenges like the notions like the standards, right? It challenges the standards because Slump is about like reality and like my reality, like my state at that time, it was just dull. There was nothing special about it, you know? All there was like this kind of numb kind of sadness, I guess, and it's not something that's like romantic. It's not something that can wow people, right? All it can do is just like it's just real. It's just reality. And it's like in because reality is not like fiction at all. Like sometimes just like nothing happens no matter how much you wish for something or how much you try to get something. Sometimes just like nothing happens at all. It's just like nothing will happen. And that was kind of what it was like at the time. Like no matter how much I tried to do something, nothing would happen. And like I think it kind of goes the other way as well, because like on that side we have wishing for something positive, and on the negative side, um, like it goes the other way as well because like when when we go through a hard time, like as much as we want to, it's not something dramatic like on TV, like or it's not something that can be romanticized into this like touching tale. There's nothing. It's just all of it's just pain. Nothing but pain when we go through our slumps and hard times. And like there's nothing to cushion that, right? There's nothing to like change how it looks or nothing to like ease it, right? And instead just we have to feel all of it. We have to feel like the heaviness of it and withstand the brunt of it. And I think because of like how a lot of media and stories portray very like sadness, they portray sadness and like human emotion with very extravagantly. um yeah, they make a spectacle out of it, I think. And but like even though it's not realistic, people still prefer that because it's an escape and because people apply that logic. Sometimes people will apply that logic to their own lives, or people will be more invested in these stories. And um people prefer these extravagant portrayals of human emotion to be because like it feels more meaningful to them. And like if it was portrayed otherwise, like realistically, then like people will feel as if they had like suffered. They would have suffered for nothing. Like there was no, it was there is no greater. Sometimes there is no greater good. You'll just suffer because that's just how things are. There's no deeper meaning behind it, you know. And I think that's why I never really took my own painful experiences seriously, because like to other people, and I'm like very hesitant to share myself about people like my friends, right? I'm kind of hesitant to share myself to my friends because to other people, like it's this story. It's not reality. It's a story that has defined who I am and just like traumatized me. And like I guess that's true to an extent, but like to me it's just how things are. That's just how reality works. That's just how things turned out to be. And I guess I'm not really emotionally connected to it. Maybe it's a coping mechanism. I don't know. But like I can't change the way that I am, right? So yeah. So like I guess by writing about the slump that I had went through, I think maybe I had gone full circle because like think about it. I just had dinner, but like think about it, right? Compared to like lots of other writing pieces that would focus on like beauty, not really focus on, but like have their language convey beauty and like have very flowery language, which I do love. I do actually like write in that style, I guess. Um, but this piece specifically was like not very flowery, I guess. Like the language that I had used was, I guess, kind of blunt and um like it contrasts with like the other with like a lot of things I tend to see in like writing contests, because like there's nothing glamorous about losing your aspirations and dreams and like your sense of self, right? And I think like by doing that, maybe I had done something that hadn't been done very often. I'm not claiming that no one has ever done it before, right? Because like obviously, like I think the war poet guy, Owen Wilson. I think I've been inspired by some of his poetry, even though I'm not a poet. But it's just like he wasn't making it for anyone, right? He wasn't like it's not something writing wasn't something he had like initially something like enjoyed, right? But when he was sent out into the battlefield and he was traumatized, right? Then he started to write to get those feelings out. And obviously it wasn't actually no, he did like writing about nature, right? But that's not what he's known for, which is kind of sad. Cause I feel like like when we do know someone, we should know all of them. You know what I mean? Like we should recognize all of their aspects because that's just what makes them human, right? Like humans are multifaceted. Like none of like that we don't have one single personality trait. We don't have one single thing that is special about us. We have an entire personality that is complex, and for some reason, like people can't seem to comprehend that. I think. I think it's like personality is like an ocean, and there are different layers in the ocean. There is like, but like right now we're talking about personality, I guess. So like there is like the sunlight zone, and then we have the abyss zone. Um, it's I'm kind of comparing personality to um the ocean because like a lot of people perceive me as like either this quirky ADHD pilled guy, I guess, kind of like himbo esque, and then like other people portray me as like the shy uwu little Asian. Um, and it's kind of weird because like the ocean has the shore, and the ocean also has the abyssal zone. One is at the surface and one is deeper, right? There's no denying that. But the surface is bright, but like what? But like what about beneath the surface? Like, is the ocean 10% twilight sunlight zone and 90% of it is trenches? And like with no in between that exists these two states at the same time. Like it's just not possible. Cause like so many portrayals of like, oh, she's happy, but on the inside she's just pretending to be happy. She's actually depressed, something like that. But it's just not accurate. It pisses me off so much because that's not how people work, right? Because that's saying the ocean is 10% sunlight zone and 90% of the rest of the ocean is the trenches. You can't judge. You can't judge like you cannot reduce the ocean to just like one state based on what you can or cannot see, right? There are multiple layers depending on temperatures, and like these temperatures also like depend on like the climate of the area, the part of the ocean, or like the terrain and like geographic, like the plates, the tectonic plates, right? There's so many aspects that contribute to each zone of the ocean. It's not just one like a small fraction of it is happy, and like the 90 and like all of it, like 90% of it is sad. Like that doesn't make sense at all. And like there are like yeah, and it's like strange, I guess, because like I'm very like I've said, I'm hesitant to share my experience because I'm like that's how people will perceive me, right? They'll see me as someone who's hiding a secret, and like um wait, I'm kind of bored. I'm browsing through Reddit. I'm scrolling through Reddit. I made a comment and I'm checking to see if it got likes. Anyways, yeah. So my bad. I'm keeping that in the video. I am not cutting anything. I'm not fucking bothered to cut anything. But like people will perceive me that way because they don't sometimes, even though we are all human, we fail to recognize each other as such, I think. And that's what I feel like that's what isolates us. I feel like that's what keeps us so distant from each other. Like we don't want to recognize each other as humans. Like sometimes when you see someone like me, I guess when you see someone that's very happy and positive, then you want to like project yourself. Maybe not really project, like you I guess you kind of gravitate towards them because they're just like the opposite of you. You're so sad and everything, but like this person, they're so cute. They're so cute and happy, and it makes you feel better, right? But like in reality, that's not always the case. And I feel like I'm so tired of pretending all the time. Like of course I am, like I can be cute and shy and quirky or whatever the fuck, right? Like that is genuinely a part of me. But like at the same time, I can also be this depressed guy making YouTube videos about like negative experiences. Like, can't both of them be true at the same? Both of them can be true at the same time. That's like the whole point of the ocean analogy. Is that two of them can exist at the same time? Because like I feel like so many like media has like drilled this like think this type of thinking where it's like something something but something something. Like she's she's happy on the surface but she's sad on the inside, right? And not she's happy on the surface and sad on the inside. It's always but and not and. Buts should be used for sitting and for me to look at, right? Not to like buts shouldn't be this social factor that's driving everyone apart. Butts should be used for sitting. And so I guess I'm someone who's been like affected by this mindset, right? Cuz like that's how people have viewed me, and like they act as if like I'm not capable of doing anything after that, I guess. They don't view me as anything else. And it's kind of like dehumanizing because like yes, I am like I can be two things at once. I can be both of these at the same time. But like some people just don't think so. Maybe cuz like every nothing in this world is one dimensional. Nothing in this world is one dimensional. Nature isn't one dimensional, humanity isn't one dimensional, philosophy isn't one dimensional. But for some reason, so many people keep being so adamant on perceiving everything as one dimensional. Like nothing is complex anymore. Either has to be this or that and nothing in between. And I think that's what is setting us all back. Yeah, that's what's setting us all back. And yeah, sorry, I'm getting so distracted right now. But like, yeah, this the thing I had submitted had just like got me sent to the counselor's office. But I think I'm just real for that, you know. I think in these trying times we need someone to be real with. We need someone to be real with us, and we need to be real with other people. And I feel like that is just like lacking nowadays. And that is why I had decided to make this stuff, because I just want to be real with you guys, right? I just want to be real. So, you know,